At Urest, we understand the importance of health and well-being, especially in the workplace. At the moment, it's really important that we get that right, and we've been partnering with our experts to get the latest and greatest thinking so that we can create great solutions for our clients. I'm here with Khody. Now, Khody, we spoke kind of April time, didn't we? When we were just going into lockdown, and we were talking about how people might be coping with going into a lockdown situation after a couple of weeks. And we're still here.
Yes, we are still here, and there are still a lot of people that are struggling at the moment. I think, the biggest sort of concern people had was how are they going to cope with lockdown, and now it's this, how am I going to cope with this new normal? And there is still so much unpredictability, so much uncertainty ahead, and there's a lot of things that are feeling out of people's control, and that's not good as far as the mind and the brain is concerned. And it's being able to learn ways to be able to manage stress and to be able to look after your mental health is really important as we go into this next phase, as it were.
I know that I'm not travelling as much as I was before COVID, but I'm feeling really tired. Is anyone else feeling like that?
I think lots of people are, Liz. And I think what's happening is our body is becoming stressed and we're not allowing ourselves time to really sort of recover from that. So a lot of people, without even realizing what's been happening, has had an impact on their body. It's activated their body. They're carrying around this stress and they're not allowing themselves the chance to recover from that. So I think resting, self-care, taking breaks, all those sort of things are really important to allow yourself to recover from the stress and the unpredictability of everything.
What can we do in the workplace to support people?
I think one of the most important things is to be empathic to the range of different emotions that people are experiencing at the moment. And I think we're all individuals, and you see quite a vast range, don't you, of different emotions, different behaviours, and people are just doing the best they can to be able to cope. And I think it's just important to recognise that first of all. And it's also important that people have access to the right sort of mental health support as well.
And I know at the moment, if we're feeling a bit isolated, that sense of belonging that we might have had before is missing. How can we really get that back?
Well, that's a really good question. I think that not just belonging, but a sense of competence are really important needs that get met very much in the workplace, I think. So, those are basic human needs, and feeling part of a team, doing things, meeting together, meeting in the restaurant, having coffee, doing things that just feel like the normal things that we were doing before are now even more important to be able to allow us to cope with this situation. And work is a good opportunity for you to feel part of a team and build your competence so you feel like a competent, worthwhile person.
Food's great, isn't it, at bringing people together, helping you to connect, but also trying to make sure that you're eating well as well to stay well, healthy and productive.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we now know what you eat makes a huge difference to your mood and mental well-being. I think the mistake a lot of people make when they want to eat healthier is make this big, global, unrealistic goal of, right, I want to eat healthier, I'm going to change everything overnight, and you're much better off choosing one very specific behaviour that you want to adopt. I want to eat this particular food more often, and to focus on just that one behaviour.
We spoke about that last time, I think. I remember I was saying that I'm not really one for meditating, and you were saying, well, try starting each day with 5 deep breaths. And that's something that stuck with me, and I'm still doing. Have you got any more little hints like that or some helpful tips?
Well, I think a lot of it is common sense once you're looking in the right place. So I think a lot of people rely on willpower and motivation and think that's how you change. Well, willpower and motivation can be great if you want to make a one-off big change. But if you want to build habits, it's about making them as small and easy as possible. And then to feel a sense of achievement and accomplishment is really important. That's one of the most important things, actually. Even when you make a small change, to give yourself a pat on the back when you manage to do it.
Khody, as we're heading into cold and flu season, what can we be doing to really stay well and support our immune systems?
Okay, well, I think the 3 main areas are exercise, healthy eating and mental fitness, and to make sure that in all those areas you're doing something, you're making some sort of small change in each one of those areas.
Khody, can you give me some ideas for the mental fitness? What could we be doing there?
Well, there's a range of things that you can do. And I think one of the most important things is to reach out and connect with other people. It's so important for the health of our minds, the health of our nervous system as well. So when we sit with people and we do things that feel normal and we connect with others, it has an incredibly calming effect on the nervous system and helps take us out of those stressful type feelings.
So we know that it's important to take more breaks, but what can employers do to help us do that?
Well, I think the most important thing is to make sure there's areas where people can go and have breaks and to interact with other people as well, so they can have that connection as well is really important. And I think a lot of people don't realise the stress that's been building up inside of their body, that it's actually very important for them to be able to switch off and actively recover, and breaks allow us to do that. So they're incredibly important.
Thank you, Khody. Super interesting. I think we've got some really great strategies to take us through the next few months. If you have a couple of things that you want us to remember, what are they?
Okay, well, I think stay connected is one of the most important things. To be able to stay connected to others, to be able to reach out when you're feeling stressed is incredibly important. And the other thing is just to make sure that you are working on coping strategies, to make sure you're using whatever techniques allow you to be able to maintain your mental fitness so you can cope with whatever lies ahead.